All right, peace, peace, peace. Just want to come first and foremost. Hopefully, the Most High in your house shall blessing all day. By His mercy, you are consumed. We're alive in the Most High in your house shall body, and two, we're naturally alive, man. And I want to get into this, man, because you know what? I was just listening to morning prayers. I was about to go into something else because I see a lot of things I want to we want to go over too, but I just don't have the time. But I was thinking about this the other day, man, with something like with because let's just get this in Psalms 85 real quick, because we talked about this before about like the whole misconceptions of like where the Edomites or the so-called Italians get it from, the mafia or the mob gets the holy kiss from. And you know this too, that's just like because let's go to Joel real quick, man, because I get it, it's like but. And that's why I remember being in the shout out to brother Semi Firstborn, being in his class, man, because I think he said it one time, and like this whole pause era, like because don't get twisted, like that we like even when I was coming up, we would say that well, pause. That's kind of a New York thing they've been doing since like the 80s or something like that, or like it's an East Coast thing, but like a New York type of thing, specifically. But in Philly we used to say that, but what else did we used to say? We used to say no homo too, but we used to say that, but yeah, man, like stuff like that. But now it just really got out of hand, though, man. Because I remember watching and the point what Jadakiss was making, man, because when he was on a podcast with some Edomite, and he had said something, and he's like, man, he said, what do you mean, pause? It's like, I'm very comfortable. He said, listen, we're men, we should be comfortable in our own masculinity, man, because everything just got to be like, just like this pause there is really out of control. It really is. It's like really stop, because because we about to get into like the whole holy kiss thing, because like I get it now, because nowadays you're not gonna really do that. I'm not, me personally, I wouldn't do it, but it's like really that's like this like a thing that wasn't a thing back then. Like these men were men. Like at the end of the day, you step to them the wrong way, shit, they put you down. Don't get it twisted, man. These are the most humble, faithful to most on your house, meekest men on earth. But shoot, they'll put you down. Shoot, Abraham was a warrior. You see how Abraham got down. Genesis 14. Moses, like what he did. Like you damn sure ain't stepping to David or shoot, because you're not gonna step to David, because Joab gonna do something to you if you try to step to David or Samson or even Yahushua, like y'all, like, or even the disciples, man, or whoever, man. So don't get it twisted, man. These like because that's just neither here nor there. Let's get Joel chapter 1 verse 3. It says here, Joel chapter 1 verse 3, it says, hear this, ye old men, give ear, ye all inhabitants of the land. Had this been in your days, or even in the days of your fathers? So yeah, man. So certain things, like it's just like certain things are just like due to listen, like Solomon said, like, well, the Most High house I said, like Ecclesiastes 1:9, nothing new under the sun. Human nature is human nature. The hearts of men, like are the hearts of men. But things like change, like because really, this current world is really just a remix of the ancient world, pretty much. But the certain things, social engineering, new things in the earth, like earth and stuff, or things in the earth that's like wasn't like in the ancient world. Because like the whole dating thing, man, our forefathers, our ancestors in the ancient world, like particularly for our people, we didn't do all that. We just like it wasn't like that. It just wasn't. Our most of our forefathers, they look at us crazy for doing that. Like the Assembly brother from Assembly Firstborn said, man. But yeah, and some other things that we do that, like, that are, like, and this is the time period thing, because we live in different time period, but pretty much the whole pause everything, man, because, like, because when we see, like, David stripped, I mean, Jonathan stripped before David, or David stripped before Jonathan, man, people think they gay, like, no, it is, too, because, or the brotherly love that David and Jonathan had, but it is, too, that goes into the world Weiss encoder, and that brotherly love being gone, man. So for one, people not loving the Most High house, so two, they're not gonna love each other, man. So so yeah, man, that's just is what it is, man. So yeah, man. So let's get to Joel chapter 1 verse 3, man, because we about to go get into this, man, because this whole pause everything is really ridiculous, but it got out of control. Now certain things there are pause for, like, yo, what did you just say? But everything shouldn't be that. We as men, you should be really comfortable in your masculinity. That's why even back in the law, even in Genesis too. I know it's different. no, you there's this as men. There's a level of comfortability you should have, even if you're like with an attractive woman, man. Like you can't be like all like too much overbearing. You gotta understand. Like, okay, cool. Other people gonna turn. She's gonna turn heads. Other people gonna look at her. It's all right, cool. But no. Let's get this in Genesis real quick with Abraham, man, because there's a certain level of security that Abraham had as a man, like one, we should have security of like of ourselves, of who we are, like and with our masculinity, and like even like with the whole Paul thing, with your sexuality, man, because like you're, like bro, you know I'm not, I don't like one, like it's not even like that, not that deep, but we live in that time period, man. It's just like it's just really ridiculous, man. Pretty much my point is we should be secure in our manhood with certain things, man. It's just ridiculous. But Genesis chapter 12 verse 11, man, because Abraham he says, and we gotta have the faith of Abraham, and it came to pass when he was come to near Egypt that he said unto Sarah's wife, behold, now I know that thou art a fair woman to look upon. So yeah, man, exactly. So Abraham knew like how his Sarah was drop dead gorgeous. He knew like Sarah was very beautiful, man. But he has a level of security in that, man. That's why like it is what it is, man. Like all right, whatever. Just like me now, if somebody says out of pocket, like you do what you gotta do. One, like okay, keep it moving, but sometimes you time to respond. Like like Ecclesiastes says, time to ignore, time to respond. So like a proverb says as well. But that's neither here nor there, man. But let's get to Psalms 85 real quick, because this all goes into like mercy and truth and grace. All goes into witness and testimony, man. Like because I was thinking about this the other day. I just wanted to go into those things real quick. Psalms 85 verse and 10. It says, mercy and truth are met together, and righteousness and peace have kissed each other. So what's it saying, man? So pretty much it's saying, man, the Most High Yahushua comes in the volume of the book, man. Like the witness, the testimony, the gospel, man. Like the whole book is about him, man. Because like the word, like it's supposed to be like it's supposed to flow together. It's like a big like the Most High Yahushua. Like that's why it says he's the author and the author and finisher of our faith, man. Like because like if you look at the one of the terms for author, man, it's pretty much means a songwriter or the songwriter or like composer, man. That's what it is, man. That's what the word is. It's a big song. That's why Revelation 15 it says the song of Moses and the song of Yahweh Shah, man, song of the Lamb. But also too, man, like you know what it is too. It's important so you know who you're dealing with, man. That's what it is, man. Like or the words. Like, that's why like my sheep hear my voice. You gotta hear the voice, man, because you know what it is too. It's like like we said the other day, like a ghostwriter, but a Holy Ghost writer, or a Holy Spirit writer, man. Because certain times with a certain songwriter or a certain certain rapper or something like that, certain songwriter, you could hear it. You could hear it like, okay, this is him, because this is something that he will say. Same with the word, because when I hear a song like Shaka Khan, Feel For You, like they say that Prince wrote it, like and know it. When I listen to the lyrics, I can hear it. Like I was like, no, yeah, like when you baby, when I look at you, like if y'all ever heard the song, I'm like, okay, this is something Prince would say. Like if y'all listen to his music, like I could hear that. Or even I remember watching an interview with somebody with the Lil Kim started song like almost what was it? Almost damn near almost 30 years ago with Crush on You, and Lil C's it was rumored that Mace wrote Lil C's verse, and like when I listened to the verse again, when I thought about the verse, I was like, okay, wow, I could hear Mace write. I could hear Mace writing something like that, because that's something he would say. That's how like the word is, like that's why how hearing the voice of the Most High Yahushua, hearing the voice of the shepherd is, man. So it's like, okay, like like it's because that goes back to that Joel 1 and 2 again, like because like that had this been something of our fathers, because nowadays this generation we do book chapter verse, and there's nothing wrong. I mean, I get it, because like they're really that spirit, that mentality comes from like First Thessalonians, man, and Thessalonians, when it says prove all things. So that's where it comes from. But our forefathers, our ancestors, they didn't really do book chapter verse, because they didn't really, it really wasn't like that. I mean, they had books and stuff like that, or like, but it was like scrolls and books, but it wasn't like how it is now. So that's why I was really hearing the voice of the words of the Lord, man. That's what anybody, man, like but anybody that's giving out the word, man, it's supposed to hear the. It's not really about them. It's really about hearing the voice of the Most High Yahushua, man. Hopefully, on here, like this little small thing right here, y'all. It's not about me, y'all hearing the voice of the Most High Yahushua, man. Hopefully, y'all listen to that because it ain't about me. It's bigger than me, man. It's like this whole thing is just bigger than me, man. Like this whole thing, like it is, man. Like it's bigger than us, man. It's about the Most High Yahushua getting the praise and esteem, and their name being glorified. Like in the world repenting and following the ways of them, man. But that's neither here nor there. But let's read this again. It says Psalm chapter 85 verse 10. It says, mercy and truth are met together. Mercy and truth are met together. Righteousness and peace have kissed each other. So yeah, man. What's the same? And the words like supposed to flow together, man. And you know what it is too. And the word is like like I always say, it's that favorite movie, TV show. Video game, anime series. It's like pretty much like that. It's the same recurring theme, same motif, man. It's like different, the same spirit, whether it's done righteously or wickedly, or just different people, man. That's what it is, man. That's why it's so beautiful, man. That's why it flows together, man. But so, yeah, man. And let's get this too, man. So this is what it's talking about, man. Let's get John chapter 1 verse 12, man. Then we're going to get Romans. Because, yeah, man. John chapter 1 verse 17. For the law was given by Moses, but grace and truth came by Yahushua HaMashiach. So, yeah, man. So that's why, let's get Romans 16:16, man. That's why even the greeting, like, even shalom, even shalom or shalom or peace. That's what it means, peace. That's even greeting. That's what we should come with, man. That's why it even says greet each other with a holy kiss. And I'm like that whole what was that kiss supposed to represent, man? Not only was that the greeting custom of that time period, because now with Jake, man, we dap up. We some brothers in different like camps or congregations, something like that. They got their own salutes going on. That's that. But different brothers, we dap up, hug, man. You feel the love. This is how we do it now. But that back in the day, they used to just do the holy kiss, man. Like and that's where the mob and the mafia and the Edomites, the Italians, they got it from. But yeah, it says mercy and truth are met together, and righteousness and peace have kicked together. So that's what like greeting each other with holy kiss is supposed to mean. Like saying like shalom or peace. Like greet each other with peace and love. Like because that goes back to no man nothing but to love him, man. So and saluting every saint, man. So that's and that's another video if I want to touch on for another time too. We want to touch on again. Romans 16 verse 16. Salute one another with a holy kiss. The churches of Christ salute you. Exactly, man. So that's what that ties into, man. So let's get 2 Corinthians, man. So yeah, man, because that goes into the whole salute. Even Philippians, that goes into like that's gonna go into something else. Lord willing, we gonna talk about it more. For yeah, yep. Yeah, and this all goes into being on one accord, man. Like even if you owe no man nothing but to love him, it's like how should I say in Matthew 5? Not only like the people, the brothers and sisters, in the word like that, but the brothers and sisters in the word that you don't know, even in the word outside the word, man. Not showing love to people that you just know, but how much is showing love or forgiving, like even your enemies or people that you don't know, man. Showing love to them, man. Owe no man nothing but to love him. That's where people in the word and outside the word, man. But of course, how much more the saints and people in the word, but even our people outside the word, like But yeah, let's grab 2 Corinthians chapter 2 verse 2 Corinthians 13:11. Finally, brethren, be farewell, be perfect, of good comfort. Yep. Yeah, be of one mind. Yep, one mind, one spirit, one faith. Live in peace. Yep. The God of love and peace shall be with you. Exactly, man. And like he said in John 14:27, peace I'll leave with you, man. Be peaceable. Be at peace at all, man. Like and that's even back in the that what Paul said, being peace at all with all, man. That's even back in Genesis, man. Let's get Genesis when it was a precursor to that, like Genesis 34, what Jacob said to the Canaanites, man. That's what after what Reuben and Simeon did. Actually, no. Let's get where's that? Be at peace with all, man. That's in Romans, real quick. Yeah. Romans chapter 13, 12, verse 18. If it be possible, yeah, because it said, does be possible, as much as life within you, live peaceably with all men. Exactly. So, exactly. If it must be, even like, those amongst our people, like in the world, out the world, even the other nations, man. Like, but see, that's where, then we're going to get Proverbs 16. You know what? All praise to Most High House. This is a little impromptu, but we're going to get it. Genesis chapter 34, Genesis 34, and this is the whole Dinah account, and Simeon and Levi when what happened, man. But Genesis chapter 34 and 21. These men were peaceable with us, therefore let them dwell in the land. This is talking about the Canaanites and trade therein. For the land, behold, it is large enough for them. Let us take daughters. Let us take their daughters to us for wives, and let us give them our daughters. So yeah, so that's just is what it is, man. So like yeah, man, that's what Jake they said, man. This is an account like being peaceable with all men, like because then that's why even Paul says as much as it be possible. Because listen, man, even with these other nations, man, like Esau, the Hamites, the Ishmael, the Arabs, the Asians, man, like because these are these are the Most High Hashem's enemies. By extension, these are our enemies, man. So like that's why it says as much as it be possible. But this also comes into play too as well. Proverbs 16. Proverbs 16, verse 7. Yeah, and also too is Jeremiah 15:11, another place, first Esdras. But when a man's ways pleases the Lord, he maketh his enemies be at peace with him. So yeah, even though natural terms talking about the other enemies, but really also the ultimate enemy is sin and death. But because yeah, that once you overcome to that, you'll be at peace with that, overcoming sin and death by what the gospel, the testimony, new covenant. But on the natural term, man, it's talking about even the other nations, man. Because listen, I work with corporate America with Esau before. A lot of us deal with them, on a day-to-day basis. I always say them because that's really that's the nation that's in power right now, and two, that's but also too, not just them, the Hamites, that so-called Africans, the Arabs, the Ishmael, China, Asian, and other nationalities of people as well, man. But when you always please the Lord, they won't bother you as much. But don't get to us; these still are enemies, so you might have issues with them. That's why the Romans says that too. But it is what it is, man. But I just wanted to grab this real quick though, man. But it's all that holy kiss though, man. It's all going to the mercy and truth, man. The mercy, and the righteousness of faith, man. And also to how Yahushua, comes in the volume of a book, man. How it's all about him, man. Because it's all that song, like we said, the song. Let's close out Revelation 15:3. Now it doesn't specifically say. I speak as a man with this. It doesn't specifically say what the song is. Honestly, in Revelation 15:3. But I just me personally, I speak as man. But kind of me goes into Isaiah 8:20, the law and the testimony, man. So, but let's get this to Revelation 15:3. It says, and they sang the song of Moses, the servant of Yahweh, and the song of the Lamb, saying, great and marvelous are thy works, the works of faith, but also too his works that we see every day. And just and faithful and true are thy ways. Yep, thou King of saints. Yeah, so this is what it is, man. Hopefully this is edifying. Much love to y'all brothers and sisters. Dang, did I lose that cat? Oh man, I probably did lose the cat. I probably fell somewhere in there. Hopefully, hopefully it's edifying. So peace.